Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of It's Your City. I'm Cortney Bloomer here in the Carson TV studios with Carson City manager Nick Marano. Hi Nick, thanks for being with us today.
Hi Courtney, thank you.
So we're here today to talk about all the things that are going on in Carson City. I know that as the city manager you have a lot on your plate with all of the projects that are going on around town. To start off with, I want to talk about a few things that are happening that are being funded by an 8-cent sales tax that we enacted last fall. Noticeably, Carson Street has been closed for the past 2 Sundays. They've been doing some work. Tell us a little bit about what that was all about.
Sure. Yeah, if you look at the project on Carson Street, we're really in the design phase right now. And I think what a lot of people need to understand is a significant part of the job is actually going to be repairing some of the aging infrastructure that's in the street, the water lines, the sewer lines, and things like that. So our design consultant had to do basically 3D mapping of Carson Street as well as Curry and some of the other side streets. It's going to be a great project for the community. Not only are we going to bring our infrastructure into the 21st century, but it's also going to involve a complete redesign of the urban core, the downtown area from 5th to William Street. So exciting project for both Carson Street and Curry Street. In the design phase right now. We should actually break ground on construction about a year from now. It's going to start in late winter, early spring next year. We're going to finish Carson Street in the same season. So we're projecting to be complete on that project by December or so of 2016.
So it's in design right now. I know that a lot of community members have a lot of ideas about what they think Carson Street should look like, and there's an upcoming meeting on April 20th where they can have a little bit of input. What kind of information are they going to be allowed to get into at that meeting?
Sure. Back a couple of months ago, the Board of Supervisors approved our conceptual plan. So we've then gone to a design consultant. They're going to host a series of theming workshops, is what we call it. So the community will get a chance to view kind of a more in-depth look at what we expect Carson Street and Curry to look like once the project's complete. So we encourage the community to come out. The more input, the better. The more information that people have, I think, is better as well in terms of timelines and overall design. There's a lot of interest in it. And I think in the end, we're going to end up with a project that the whole community is going to be proud of.
I think so. It's a really exciting project. Lots of prospects for economic development in the downtown area as a result of this. I know there are future plans to do some other corridor projects in town as well after this one wraps up. But in the meantime, we have some projects that are happening right now as a result of that 8-cent sales tax. Sure. They broke ground last month on the multipurpose athletic center that is over by the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
And upcoming, the groundbreaking for the animal shelter. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're really excited about the new animal shelter. It's been a long time coming. The new facility and the new program is really going to be something that I think we can all be proud of. It's going to be not only a facility, but a program that is really befitting the state capitol here. The project right now is out to bid. We expect to have the winning bid presented to the Board of Supervisors for their approval. Probably the first meeting next month. That would be April 2nd. Construction will start shortly thereafter. Just like with the multi-use athletic center, we're looking to get both of those projects complete by December of this year. So exciting time. It's going to be a great facility. It's going to tie in kind of some of the better themes of living in Carson City in terms of design. So it's a great project, and again, we're looking to have it complete by December of this year.
As part of that animal shelter transition and building the new building, responsibilities for running the animal shelter were turned over from the city to the Nevada Humane Society. Can you talk a little bit about that partnership and how that's going?
Absolutely. In October, we entered into a partnership with the Nevada Humane Society. They've been running a similar program in Washoe County. It's a it's a fantastic organization in terms of the depth of their professionalism, the amount of resources that they're able to draw on. They have a much deeper, not only pool of professional capacity, they've got a great donor base that supports their programs. So we're excited about it. It's been a marked improvement in terms of not only the rate of animals that are returned to their owners without ever going to the shelter, as well as also in reducing the amount of unnecessary animal deaths. The Humane Society really looks at it as it's all about lives. It's all about saving lives and having a healthier animal community here in the city.
Well, it sounds like Carson City's homeless pets are really benefiting from the new program, so that should be exciting for everybody. I know something that is kind of new to Carson City, and that's going to be happening again, that you're really a big fan of, is the fair. Tell us about the fair. What's going on this year? Is it going to be in the same location?
Sure.
What new developments can we expect now that it's not Nevada's 150th anymore, sustaining the fair here in Carson City?
Sure. We're excited about the fair. July 30th, August 2nd, same location down at Fuji Park. It's going to be a fantastic event this year. We've got great performers, good selection of food vendors, rides, shows. So it's going to be all the elements of what we had in the NV 150 fair. So the fair again is going to go same place, Fuji Park. I really want to thank Casino Fandango. They've come through again to offer free parking. So we'll have a shuttle service provided by Jack. You'll be able to park at Fandango, get on a shuttle, take you right down to Fuji Park. Going to be a great event, and I really encourage people to come out and enjoy it.
We certainly want to make sure that people are getting out to the fair and to other activities that Carson City has to offer. Some of our outdoor opportunities, a recent study just from the Institute for Health Metrics up in Seattle just identified Carson City as being in the top 10% of counties for participating in physical activity. What do you have to say about that? What can we do to score even higher?
Well, I think it's something that if you look not only at that particular study, but if you just look at the outward displays in terms of the amount of people on the weekends during the day that are out enjoying the trails, enjoying the city, enjoying all the open space and parks, I would encourage people, especially now that the weather's getting warmer, get out and enjoy the trail network. That's been one of the greatest aspects of the Question 18 or the quality of life funding has been the amount of trails and the network of trails that the city has constructed. We've had great partners, Muscle Powered among them, who have helped. The new Kings Canyon to Ash Canyon connector, fabulous route, beautiful. I think one of the most beautiful routes in the city. I would encourage people to get out and enjoy it.
I had a chance to help do some of the construction on that Ash to Kings Trail, and it really is a great showpiece in our community, and I hope that we can develop more trails like that and develop even better connectivity to connect our community to say the Clear Creek Trail south of town, and really work with our partner counties as well to expand some of these opportunities that we have and up to, of course, Lake Tahoe also.
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited. We're close to being able to announce a new mountain bike race. We hope to be able to get on that type of a series, attract more interest in Carson City in terms of both of sports tourism, but also to be able to provide access to serious mountain bikers and folks like that who want to take advantage of the trail network here.
Certainly a great opportunity for tourism as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So speaking of tourism, we are nearing another phase of completion on the freeway around town. That's going to bring a lot of traffic past Carson City. Talk a little bit about where we are with construction and what that's going to look like moving forward. And also, what plans does Carson City have to mitigate the flow of traffic around Carson City and really draw people into our downtown, into our shops?
Yeah, I think it's important for everyone to realize that the 580 freeway project is ongoing. It's currently out to bid. We expect NDOT will soon award that bid. It will connect from basically where the freeway currently ends at Fairview. It'll connect all the way down to Spooner Junction. That's going to have a significant impact. It's going to have a big impact on the businesses on South Carson Street. It's going to have a big impact on not only the transportation patterns, but people's patterns of retail and dining and recreation. We do have South Carson Street as one of the corridors that we are going to get to for improvement. Carson Street and William Street as well. So the city's looking at improving the corridor, but it is going to have a significant impact on businesses. It's going to be both a benefit, and it's also going to be a challenge, I think, for business owners. But the project right now is on track. We expect it's going to be complete by the end of 2017, possibly into early 2018.
That sounds great. And having the freeway done will certainly make some changes, but it is going to, finally we'll be able to say the freeway is done. And I know a lot of people will be relieved by that. And I'm sure the things that are going to go down on downtown and on South Carson Street are part of the city's strategic plan. You guys recently had a strategic plan retreat for city leaders with different city departments developing their own strategic plans. What was discussed at that retreat, and what does that mean for the residents of Carson City? How can they get involved in that planning process?
Great question. I'm glad you brought it up. If everyone goes to the city homepage, you'll find a link right in the center of the homepage. It'll take you to, we've got a survey right now on our strategic plan. Back when we did our planning retreat, we looked at strategic goals and objectives for the city. We'd like everyone to take a minute. It'll be a short survey. Tell us what you think about what we have so far. And then I think more importantly, we've got a couple of public workshops coming up. One on March 26th, that'll be at the Exposition Hall down at Fuji Park. We'll have 2 sessions on the 26th. It'll go from 12 to 2 p.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. So that'll be down at Fuji Park, March 26th. The second session, or the second day, will be March 30th. We'll do that at the Community Center, again, March 30th, same time, 12 to 2 p.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. We'd love the public to come. We want your input, and if you have an opportunity, again, hit the city website and take the survey.
Absolutely. So that's a great way that people who are concerned about what's going on here in town can have their voices heard and have a little input and buy-in into the city's planning process.
Absolutely.
So I think that's all the questions that we have today. Do you have anything else that's going on in the city that you're real excited about that you'd like to share with us?
Well, I mean, there's actually quite a lot. I think 2015 is going to be a great year for the city. It's going to involve quite a few projects that are either on the drawing board or we're actually deep into the planning process. The Nevada Appeal a couple of weeks ago had a story on the Capitol Mall project. We're really excited about that. We're working closely with the developer. That would be a transformational project for Carson City. You're talking about bringing upwards of 4,500 jobs to downtown Carson. So that's going to have not only a huge direct impact, but it'll have a huge indirect impact, not only on the local economy, but I think regionally as well. We've got a great location here, probably one of the best natural locations for a city that you could ask for. And I think with the completion of the freeway, we really are one single market from really northern Nevada to the Bay Area in California, and we want to take advantage of that. And I think being able to tap in to the innovative culture that's so alive in the Bay Area, we've got a lot to offer in terms of not only being a more business-friendly location, but also being in a location that younger people who are involved in a lot of the startups would be interested in locating to. Great place to live, great place to raise a family, and I think we have a lot going for us. And again, I think 2015 is going to be a great year for the city, and we're excited.
Everything sounds exciting. There are so many projects happening. It's a really exciting time to live here in Carson City and be here. And we thank you for your leadership and also for taking the time to join us here today. Thanks to all of you out there for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. I'm Cortney Bloomer. We'll see you next week.